Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Shelf by Shelf. I'm not having any expectations this time around because every time I do, it goes to shit. So we're just gonna pretend that we don't care so that it turns out good, because that's what happens for some reason. So we don't care. We don't care. If you're new here, hello, I probably sound like a crazy person. This is a video series where I choose a random shelf from my bookshelves and try to read as many books as I can, which usually is not a lot, to be honest. So we're gonna get the mug, we're gonna pick a shelf. Hopefully it's something decent. I don't actually know what papers are left in this. There's still a bunch. So it's not like we don't have any. I'm gonna do this one. It's already open. Is that a 9? That is a 9. Can you see? Hopefully. I think it's manga. Number 9 is 1, 3, 6, 9. Manga. Okay, see? This is why you don't have expectations. It works. Welcome to my manga shelf and slash graphic novel shelf. I feel like we could do all of the books on this. So I have read all of Full Metal Alchemist. I've also read Little Witch Academia. I've read the first 3 volumes of Komi Can't Communicate. I've read these 2 books that aren't supposed to be here. I have read Nimona, Princess Ever After, all the Teeth Dragon books. I've read Prince and the Dressmaker, and I've read Pumpkinheads. Okay, so I kind of want to start with maybe Gangsta, actually, because I can't find the following volumes anywhere in English. I can find it in French, but I don't want to read it in French. So I think we're going to start with this just so I can see if I actually want the rest, and then we'll move on. I am so happy that this is how it turned out. I'm going to start with Gangsta, which is about people who have like special abilities, and we follow these 2 main characters who, in this city that is very like crime heavy, they do all the jobs that nobody wants to do, and they end up involved in some bullshit. I watched the anime a long time ago, and that's why I bought these, because I really wanted to read it. I'm obsessed with this guy. Love him. So I'm very excited to be reading this. Hopefully I like them, and hopefully I can find the following freaking volume somewhere. But yes, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Please let this be good. Oh, and before I forget, we're starting this episode off with 176 books to read. Hopefully we get down to 160. How many books if I read every single one, where would we get to? We're gonna do that. So if I read all of the books on this shelf, we could get to 160, which would be great. Plus, if I read books during this month, because I am currently listening to an audiobook for a book that I have, that's even more. Could we get to 150s? That would be crazy. But I guess we'll have to see. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The universe is on my side. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Hello, it is the next weekend, and I have read a lot. Not a lot, because it's manga, but you get my gist. I read all 3 volumes of Gangsta by Kosuke. I really liked them. I gave them all 4 stars. I loved this. I wish I could find the rest of the series in English, but I can't anywhere. So this is gonna have to be on pause until I find them, because I really like the series. If you have no clue what this is about, I don't think I told you. It is about this city that has a lot of crime. I don't remember the city's name. It's like Ergastelum. Oh my lord. Sorry. We're just not gonna get into it. It's about this city that has a bunch of crime, and we follow the 2 main characters, Nicholas and Warwick, and they are handymen. They do all the jobs that people pay for. So they will help the police, they will help the mob, they will do anything for money because crime. Nick, this king that I'm obsessed with both, but I like Nick the most. He is a Twilight, which is a person who has like more strength and like, not superpowers, but like they're stronger, more resilient. They can be wounded more lethally than somebody else and survive. Does that make sense? Lethally. I don't know if that's the word. They can be wounded pretty bad and survive compared to a normal person. And they are controlled in this city by the dog tags that he wears around his neck. These things. Because Twilights have like a hierarchy. The more dangerous ones are A/0, and the lesser aggressive and dangerous ones are like F and downwards. You get it. And there's like somebody killing Twilights, so that I think is the plot. I can't read the rest, which is really upsetting, but it's a really interesting series. I really like it. I hope that I can find the rest of the series one day. But for now, this is it. So now we need to pick the next book. And there's only so much I can choose. So the only two choices I have are the entire Comey Can't Communicate series, or I can read Mooncakes or Bloom, and or, you know, I'm gonna read all of them, clearly, because today's the 11th, so it's not like I can't get to all of them. I honestly think I'm gonna start with the two graphic novels. Let me just move this. Because I feel like I want to get to Comey last for some reason, even though I don't even have all of the books. Oh my gosh. Graphic novels are so heavy. I don't know if I made you too tall now, but whatever. So I think I'm gonna read these two. Yeah. Even though I was saving these for a readathon, but I never actually read them, so we're just gonna move on. I think this is a romance-y one. About a witch and a werewolf, and this one is a gay romance. I don't remember. I love myself a graphic novel, so I'll probably read these today and tomorrow really fast, really easy. I am currently listening to an audiobook of The Name of the Wind. I'm not enjoying it, so that's miserable. I also need to get to that, and probably I'll read something else because these are graphic novels. Anyway, that's it. So since last time that we talked, I have read a couple of books. They are graphic novels, so it's not that great, like realistically, but I'm proud of myself anyway. So first I read Bloom. This is a graphic novel about two guys, Hector and Ari. This is Ari, this is Hector. Ari's family runs a bakery and he doesn't like that. He wants to do something else. He doesn't really know what he wants, but when we start the story, he is in a band and he wants to follow that. And Hector really loves baking, and so he ends up working for the bakery. Yeah, that's basically it. I personally did not care about this. This was not for me, unfortunately. I think I gave it a 2 or a 2.5. Just, I don't know, I don't like it. I thought the plot was really boring, didn't really make sense. The romance came out of nowhere. Ari was really immature and annoying. His friend was weird, and I don't understand why he acted that way. I just didn't like it, personally. Unfortunately, because I usually really love graphic novels, but very few actually work for me. Which is a trend that will continue, because I also didn't like this. I read Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker, Wendy Zhu, and Joamette Gill? I don't know how to say that name. We follow the two main characters, a witch and a werewolf, and we follow them trying to solve this like weird thing that's happening. Let's see if it says on the back. A horse demon. There's a horse demon in the forest and they're trying to banish it, but they can't unless they do it together. And they were like friends-ish before. So there's kind of also a romance in this. Again, I gave this a 2.5. I didn't care for the plot. I thought it was pretty, I don't know if I want to say juvenile, but that's what the word is in my brain. I also didn't love the art style. It's not really my taste. The only thing that I really loved was the pigeon man. The pigeon uncle. I'm not just, I like the color story, I just don't like the art style, if that makes sense, which is a personal thing. But apart from that, the plot was not my favorite, and pretty obvious what the twist is. I don't know, I just didn't care. So that's why it's a 2.5. Don't judge me. So it wasn't really going well after that, and then I didn't film anything last weekend because I was exhausted. I still am, but whatever. But during this week, I reread the first volume of Comey Can't Communicate, and I am now on the second one. I'm gonna read that today, and the third, because I've read the first 3. I've watched the anime, but I've read the first 3 before in 2023, I believe, or 2024 beginning, I don't remember. I really love this series. I loved this again. I give it a 4. This is about Comey and Tadano, and Comey can't talk to people because she has severe social anxiety, which is super cute. I love it, and she wants to make 100 friends, and Tadano helps her do that. I love Comey so much. She is my profile picture in a lot of places. I just think she's super cute and relatable. So I really love this again. I'm gonna try and read the other 2 also today. Maybe more, hopefully. It's not October anymore, which is really sad because I love October, but this video is over. Let's recap. So unfortunately, I didn't read all of the Comey Can't Communicate. There's a hair in my eye. I didn't read all of the Comey Can't Communicate. I only read the first 5. I gave them all 4 stars. I still have the remaining like 9 that I didn't get to, which is stupid of me, but whatever. So that means that these are all the books we read for this video, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. I gave most of them 4 stars except for these 2, so I think it was pretty good. We are only unhauling 2 books. Stunning, fun. I think that we are currently at 168 unread books, which we're finally in the 160s. Oh my god. Let me put these back, actually. I think I did pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of fun, kind of fresh. Was it the easiest shelf on my bookshelf? Yes, yes it was. I don't care. I feel like this was a win. Even though I didn't finish the shelf, I will this year, I think. Hopefully. I don't promise anything. Maybe. Not for sure. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next read video. Bye!